hot, delicious and comforting Pho Ga. Stay tuned and see how I created this delicious Vietnamese noodle soup. Hi everyone! So today I'm going to make a delicious dish. It's called Pho Ga, which is a Vietnamese noodle soup. It is the very famous alternative version of Pho Bo, which is beef. This is chicken. Ingredients include the chicken, ginger, onions, aromatics, fish sauce, MSG, chicken powder, and rock sugar. The aromatics used were cinnamon stick, star anise, coriander seeds, fennel seeds, and cloves. So into my massive pot, I've now got my cleaned whole chicken, and I've stuffed 2 white onions into the cavity of the chicken, and I've got 2 onions just floating in the water just for some flavoring. And right now I'm going to toast my aromatics, just so that that it releases the oils and the aroma and it smells delicious. So now that my chicken and onions have boiled a bit, I can go ahead and skim any of the scum on top. Is that what you call it? Sounds like a horrible word. But any of the yucky stuff that's floating on top of the soup, just to clean it up before I add in my aromatics. So here is my toasted aromatics plus the ginger that I'm going to put in. Usually I would put this in one of those spice bags, but unfortunately I didn't have any, so I'm just going to put in straight in to the pot, which is fine. They just float on top, and then later on they sink down to the bottom, and then when I pour the soup in, I won't get many of those little seeds, which will be fine. Whilst the soup is cooking, I'm going to cook my noodles according to packet instructions, and I like to pour some boiling water over it afterwards just to get rid of any of the starch left over. This is the brand of noodles that I used. I also boiled and peeled a dozen quail eggs. They're very fragile, so you have to be careful not to break the flesh. Look how shiny and glossy the quail eggs are. They're perfect. Okay, so now my soup has been bubbling away for about 15 minutes maybe, with the aromatics in it. You can see them floating at the top there, and the onion and the chicken still needs time to cook and flavor the soup. And now I'm going to add the seasonings to the soup. I'm not a person that measures ingredients, so I'm just going to eyeball it basically. So now it's been the 15-20 minutes like I said, and we're going to take the chicken and see how it is, whether it's cooked through. She's a beaut. Just strain all the water from her cavity area. She looks good. There's the whole free-range chicken. So yes, it's nice and clear there. See that? No blood. It doesn't matter if you hack it, because I'm going to be shredding the chicken anyway later. Yeah, it's perfectly cooked. It's really lovely. So now I'm going to let it cool a bit before I start shredding it. And I'm going to put the lid back onto my soup pot and let that simmer for a little bit longer. Now that the chicken has cooled down, I've just put on some gloves and I'm shredding the chicken into bite-sized pieces so that I could divide them later into individual bowls. I'll also be adding bean sprouts, basil, chopped up coriander, spring onions, some chili and squeeze of lime into each individual bowl. Now that everything is cooked, I've assembled the bowl. What do you think? Doesn't it look absolutely delicious?